Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I thought about putting out a video in regards to what games do I main on PC. I do not play on console, so these are all gonna be PC games. I normally play FPS, so first person shooters, sim racing games, and then a few solo game here and there. In regards to FPS, I mained Warzone. So this is Call of Duty, mainly the Battle Royale. When it came to the multiplayer part of Call of Duty, it was all to level up guns and then drop into the Battle Royale part. Since Verdansk up to date, Call of Duty has been my main game. I love the experience of the Battle Royale, the last to survive, playing with a duo or with a trio. I love the game, but it comes with the cheating part, which is what kicked me out of it a month ago. Activision doesn't seem to be doing nothing about it. We know we've got an anti-cheat in the game after Verdansk. I believe it came. We didn't have no anti-cheat doing Verdansk. I lasted as long as I could, but I cannot play it anymore, competitively at least. You can have a good time, drop in and die and have a good few hours gameplay, but you cannot main it. I know there's a lot of streamers out there that do not cheat or do cheat, and they need to put out videos, right? Because their content, their channel is built by Call of Duty. I cannot continue to waste my time. So I know that we've received some updates from Activision talking about Season 2 is going to come out with an updated version of the anti-cheats. So I suppose we're going to have to wait and see once Verdansk comes back. If it does come back and there is an anti-cheat in place and we get 1 or 2 cheaters every 10 or 15 games, great, perfect. We go back to Warzone. Up to that date, I'm not playing Warzone. I cannot waste my time on that game. Continuing down the road of FPS, you need to talk about Escape from Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov for me is the best FPS game out there. Even knowing that it's not a battle royale, the mechanics, the loading mags bullet by bullet, the way you heal yourself, your different parts of your body, the different limbs, heavy bleeds, light bleeds, the maps are gorgeous, the shooting, the recoil, the environment, the sounds, the loot inside of Escape from Tarkov, even the tasks, even knowing that there's tasks out there that are useless and a waste of time, they are enjoyable, right? Like, they push you to keep on grinding the game, get cap out, whatever your outcome for that wipe is. But again, we go back to talk about the cheaters. We go back to the hacking situation. You've got flying PMCs around the map that can go into your backpack and take all the loot off you, and you would extract with nothing. I know that Battle Eye works sometimes, I suppose, but can you main a game where there's no control on cheaters? I don't know. I cannot. Again, it's another game where I cannot waste my time. I get so upset when a hacker kills me and kicks me out to the lobby and you need to restart again, equip yourself again, new gun, new ammo. It's very heavy for me trying to play competitively in a game that contains a bunch of cheaters. That for me is, again, a game I cannot main. Escape from Tarkov is not a game I can main. Even knowing that I play every wipe, every time I start a new wipe, I'm excited, I'm waiting for it. But once you've died by a cheater 6 times in a row by dropping into customs, for example, it's not a game you can play on a daily basis. You've got games like Counter-Strike, yeah, most played game as per Steam, but how many people are actually playing the game, right? Counter-Strike, as you know, is a multiplayer game, but the gambling side, the direction it takes on allowing people to just spend their money on loot boxes and then go to a third-party website to sell and buy skins, and it seems a bit too much for me. Counter-Strike is not a game I can main. Marvel Rivals is an awesome game. It's hell of a fun. It's a great game. Marvel Rivals, the problem is that if you haven't got 5 friends to play with, you are not going to rank. It's going to be very difficult for you to rank up to the higher tiers of Marvel Rivals. If you're playing with randoms and you're in bronze, silver, gold, to get out of those ranks is very, very difficult when nobody's using a mic. Nobody worries about team play. Everybody's just in to get the most kills and then brag about it on the endgame lobby. Marvel Rivals is a game you could play, and I haven't seen a lot of cheaters within Marvel Rivals. But again, the part where you depend on your team to rank, it's about winning or losing, not about how many kills you got in the game. I think there's a lot of people that step away from Marvel Rivals because of it, because of you need to count on random people to help you climb the ladder instead of you depending on yourself. You've got games like Fortnite, you've got games like Apex. Apex, again, with all the news that came out of, high tier players getting hacked, is not for me. Apex has never been for me. I didn't enjoy the laser guns, the laser shooting and things like that. Fortnite is another one where anti-cheat is great. There doesn't seem to be a lot of cheaters in Fortnite, but the experience of Battle Royale in Fortnite against Battle Royale in Call of Duty is very different. I like the real gun experience. I do not enjoy too much the cartoonish side of Fortnite, but maybe it is a game to start picking up because it feels like it's the only FPS out there, the only battle royale out there that will give you the ability to grind and rank up without dealing with a lot of hackers on a daily basis. The second category is my sim racing. So I love iRacing. iRacing for me is the most competitive game within sim racing. It's a bit old. It could be a bit repetitive and a bit heavy sometimes, but iRacing is king when it comes to competitive, up-to-date current racing on a sim rig. Then you've got Assetto Corsa with the mods, the drift inside of Assetto Corsa, the mod inside of Assetto Corsa. Thanks to the mods that kept the game alive for so long. We now have Assetto Corsa Evo that just came out. I've got about 20 hours within Assetto Corsa Evo, and it feels great from my point of view. I cannot drift anything in there. We cannot tune too much. We don't have the cars with the power to be able to drift around, but the driving itself, the racing itself, at least practice for now, is great. I love the graphics, I love the sound, I love the force feedback. And then you've got games like CarX or CarX Street, which is more of an arcade kind of game where you drop in, you spend a few hours, you have fun, a few laughs here and there, and it's a good time. But yeah, for me, sim racing, iRacing and Assetto Corsa are the ones to go to, and that's what's taking my most time. That's where my time is being invested when it comes to gaming in my sim games. And then you've got third category for me, which is my solo games. So solo games like Elden Ring, masterpiece, best of the best. I wish that every time I finished Elden Ring, I could delete that memory from my mind to drop into Elden Ring again and have the whole experience again. Elden Ring, game of all times, best game of all times. Elden Ring is a masterpiece. And now with Night Rain coming out, which I don't know if it's a battle royale or what it's about, I'm not too informed on it. Once Night Rain comes out, I think it will pick up again. We're going to have a lot of players coming back to Elden Ring. You've got games like Black Myth Wukong, another masterpiece, great experience. But again, A to Z, and that's the end of the game for me. At least for me, there's not a lot into repeating a game over and over again. I know that a lot of people like to speedrun it, or a lot of people like to try different difficulties in the game, but for me, once I play a solo game and I finish it, the experience is kind of over for me. I don't know if I want to call it a solo game or not, but Path of Exile 2, I bought it. I spent maybe 100 hours within the campaign. I don't know if it's too long, maybe it is. I enjoyed the part of the campaign, but the problem with Path of Exile is that I don't see the outcome. What am I grinding for? I know that you're looking for the best ring or for the best equipment, but I'm not sure on what is the outcome? What am I grinding for? I know I'll drop into dungeons and kill a boss over and over and over and over again in order to get an experience. But where is that going to take me? Like to a ladder against people that grind this game 12 hours a day, and Elon Musk's out there paying other people to grind the game to show that you're top one in the ranking of... I don't understand it. I enjoyed the campaign side of Path of Exile, but outside of that, I get a bit lost and I get a bit bored of Path of Exile 2. So yeah, FPS, I'm not playing a hell of a lot lately. Marvel Rivals has got me reeling me in, and you know, I leave it for a day and I go back to it again, so it's like in and out. Sim racing is my main right now, and then solo games. As I said, when new games come out, I play them, I finish the campaign, and I kind of park it, right? It's another game on the list, on my Steam list. So yeah, GTA 6 will be dropping this year, hopefully. That's gonna take a lot of my time. Most probably that will turn into be my main. I'm hoping for wheel support in GTA 6. I wonder if that's gonna work or not. But yeah, I just wanted to put this video out there, see what you guys are playing, see how you feel with grinding games that are full of hackers, or what is your main game? What are you maining right now? Are you missing games for PC to kind of start grinding? And how are you feeling with the developers? Do you think that developers actually listen to us when it comes to cheating situation? Yeah, it just upsets me a lot that I can't play a game because there's a bunch of cheating in the game instead of, you know, learning and getting better at it, right? So yeah, this is like my breakdown of PC games that I play lately, and I just wanted to push it out there and hear about what are your mains. So I will catch you on the next one, and thank you for coming by.